June 7th, 2016, Tuesday, about 1:12 in the afternoon. Just had lunch in downtown Asheville, North Carolina. Noticing clouds in the sky and no spray lines. And you can tell clouds are puffy, not stringy, like sprayed stuff, because it's a gas. It's not stringy. It's a gas. But right now, here in Asheville, if you look between the clouds, the blue, it's the pretty blue, the way the sky should be, not the pasty white. Here's a plane flying over here, not spraying. Coming in on this, towards the cloud. Going through that light patch now, heading towards the blue. There he is. Not spraying. So there you have it. Downtown Asheville. I'm up here in the parking garage. No spraying on this Tuesday in the mountains of western North Carolina. That's a good thing. No sky spraying, no dumping of chemicals on us. Rick Miracle reporting. June 9th, Thursday, about 10:45, 2016. Rick Miracle here in downtown Asheville, North Carolina, in the mountains. Noticing the sky spraying, seemingly to me anyways, intentional dumping of chemicals in the sky. Non-continuous lines, all grouped together. So let me pan around. Here's a big splotch up here. So not a lot of serious spraying going on, but definitely identifiable sky spraying. Off towards the west. Not clouds. There's the sun. So no clouds, but specific area sky spraying, dumping of chemicals, maybe biologicals, in the sky over Asheville. Why? What? Rick Miracle reporting. June 9th, 5:45 on this Thursday. And I walked outside and said, oh my, what is this? Ripples, electromagnetic evidence in the stuff being dumped in the sky, the chemicals. And according to many, it's heavy metals, which would react with electromagnetic energy. Obviously, doesn't look like clouds, it's stringy. Clouds are gas, which would be puffy. This stuff is blowing apart, not like gas clouds. So anyways, as one can see, that's a lot of stuff to have been dumped into the sky. You think? Let's look off over here towards the east. And see what's blowing in the breeze. How scary is it gonna be? pretty ominous to me. There's that stuff that looks like electromagnetic energy. So there you have it. Here in the mountains of North Carolina, we're being sprayed like we're bugs. And I'm continuing to monitor the situation. Although I did take down 247 videos, I guess I'll be starting all over with my program and try to produce a higher quality video with information and narration. And I'm studying up on copyright laws to avoid any problems. I don't get any copyright problems with my videos of the stuff dumped in the sky. What the heck is going on? Don't people want to know? Rick Miracle reporting. June 9th, about 6:30. The sky spraying continues. No doubt about it. That stuff is not clouds. Looks like stuff right out of a Halloween movie. That can't be good. Rick Miracle reporting. June 9th. About 7:30. Thursday. Plane flying and spraying while I'm watching them. Anyways, apparently, if my eyes are not deceiving me, everything you see is sky sprayed material. Look at these long lines. Look how fast this one I just videoed is falling apart. If this zoom will settle down. Falls apart that fast. Here he is right here spraying. Dumping chemicals in the sky, and you would think people would want to know why. When I think, using my judgment from photographing and videoing this since 2005, everything you see has been dumped by jets into the sky. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And again, we just watched the sky spray seconds ago in this video, and look how fast it starts dispersing. It'll be unrecognizable in a minute. You will think that we just watched the jet spray it. It'll look like this. Unbelievable! Only a zombie would not be able to see this. Rick Miracle reporting. June 12th, Sunday, about 10:30. The sky is so white, you can hardly see with the sun behind, apparently, the dumped chemicals here. You can faintly see the straight lines somewhere. Some over there. And you can see the clouds. So that white powder is not humidity. Clouds. It's some kind of chemical. Obviously, to block out the sun, you can see everything is pasty white. Not the normal blue you would see right here. So one can deduce, there's clouds over there, that that's a lot of stuff dumped in the sky. And it must have some effect on the sun's rays here on planet Earth in the mountains of North Carolina. Yes? No? What do you think? Rick Miracle reporting. June 12th. About 12 o'clock. You can see a straight line there. Short one. And stringy material dispersing from these other splotches. This is clearly a cloud. Notice how it's puffy. Gas. Puffy. Gas. Here we got stringy. 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 So you can tell the difference between the two. On this Sunday, noontime, clouds coming in, but stringy splotches everywhere. So tons of stuff. You can see the sharp edge on this one. See how, oh, it's not puffy, it's stringy, puffy cloud. Puffy gas cloud, stringy, dumped chemicals in the sky. Blowing in the breeze, like right here. Stringy. So you got pasty white background, which leads me to believe there's plenty of chemicals dumped in the sky. And you got clouds coming in from the west here, northwest. So on this Sunday, June 12th, noontime, we are being sprayed. Sprayed like we're bugs. This is the sun. Rick Miracle reporting. June 12th, 2016. About 12 minutes after 1 p.m. on this Sunday. And I just walked outside and saw clear evidence of a sky sprayed line. It's pretty windy out, so obviously they're blowing it off this way towards the west, and the powder is blowing towards the east. Here's more. Here's one spraying as we watch. Some residue powder over there, along with clouds. So no mistaking it. Some kind of alchemy going on. That means chemistry, geoengineering. Probably affecting the weather, maybe disabling the rain. We'll see. Here in the mountains of North Carolina, no doubt about it. Sky sprayed material galore everywhere. You can see this stuff is blowing apart really quick and not continuous. It's kind of warm out today. I suspect that the sky sprayed stuff is assisting with that kind of heat creation. Think of it as a gigantic magnifying glass. You know how you use a magnifying glass to burn a piece of paper or wood? What kind of lens effect are they doing with these chemicals they're dumping? Just saying, using my brain. They are spraying, and there are effects, causes and effects. Powder over there, clear enough. Here. Rick Miracle reporting on this Sunday. June 12th, 2016. A little after 8 p.m. on this Sunday. So I went outside and I saw some straight lines, as you can see. Now consider this. You're flying in a plane. You're going from New York to Orlando, Florida. Do you fly above the coverage or below? If you've been on a plane, you know you fly above. This is not continuous. And if you look over here for more evidence, there you have it. So I suspect if I look around in the sky, I'll find more evidence and more evidence. Let's look off towards the east. For what is seemingly planned for the near future, this is pretty important information. Well, there you have it. More verifiable lines. So it is certainly believable that a lot of what we see in the sky right now, if my zoom will work, is sky sprayed material. There's a little splotch. There's another. Straight lines. Not continuous. Not clouds. Chemicals dumped in the sky on this Sunday. Evidence galore, not clouds. And with all the seemingly crazy stuff in the world going on. For example, apparently by the end of June, nobody will have a credit card that doesn't have a chip in it. Mandatory. I think it's just the tip of the iceberg. And the sky spraying doesn't reassure anybody that they're looking out for our interest. Rick Miracle reporting. June 13th, Monday, 2016. White sky, not clouds. There's a cloud over there. I do recognize the cloud. But I also can recognize this white powder covering the blue sky, as you can see. Let's look off towards the east, because I have more to add on this. Here in the mountains, which is usually not hot, kind of cool during the summer, believe it or not. That's why I moved here. One of the reasons. Got out of Florida. But you can see the white powder. No doubt that it's sprayed lines if you look at it. And these are clouds. Cloud. White powder. The analogy I can say is like a gigantic magnifying glass. And I was just talking to a friend of mine on the phone who's aware of many things, and I told her that this white powder stuff dumped in the sky, in my opinion, is causing the heat like a gigantic magnifying glass, maybe allowing the sun's radiation to be intensified or not reflected back into space. But it's pretty clear they're dumping chemicals in the sky, as can be seen. And it is strangely, and my friend agreed, it's been unusually hot here in the mountains all spring, actually. And we had a very warm winter. And if you watch my videos, you know they were spraying all the time. So I'm saying the spraying is causing the heat. There you have it. Rick Miracle reporting. Cloud, sprayed stuff. June 14th, 2016, about 8:30 in the morning. Clear evidence of sky spraying, not clouds. And of course, the white pasty background. Here's some short squirts, not clouds. They're falling apart, stringing towards the bottom. So just an overwhelming amount of chemicals dumped in the sky. We'll see what the day brings. Rick Miracle reporting from the mountains of North Carolina. June 14th. I just happened to look outside the window. I was working on my computer. And clear evidence. Now that white line that dumped material from a jet plane will turn into this white pasty stuff. You can see more evidence of straight lines and white pasty stuff. I don't see any clouds. Here, can't hardly look at the sun, it's so bright. Clear evidence, sprayed lines, Rick Miracle reporting, 8:33. In the morning, Tuesday, June 14th. Tuesday, 2016, about 9 o'clock in the morning, Tuesday. And you can see that the sprayed line from a jet, more lines, are spreading apart like an unfolding of a blanket. In the background, you can see is all pasty white. Just saying, what are they dumping? And why? Can it be good for we the people? I think not. June 14th. Rick Miracle here in Asheville, North Carolina. Coming out of the mall, noticing that squirt, sky sprayed material, obviously, not a cloud. But notice it's not continuous. It's a squirt. It was a dump by a plane. As all these other lines. And when they fall apart, as you can see, they turn into splotches, as I call them. There's a cloud. I know what a cloud looks like. And I know what a dump from a plane looks like. Dumping chemicals, maybe biologicals. Clouds. A lot of haze over here, evidence of some chemical in the sky, preventing the blue background behind the clouds. An unusually hot day for June 14th, about 12:30. So people have been telling me who have lived in North Carolina in the mountains a long time. But all that stuff there is stuff that was dumped and not continuous lines. You can see the size. They're spraying us. We don't know why, and we don't know what they're dumping. I don't think it's beneficial to humanity. Rick Miracle reporting. June 14th. Sky spraying in Asheville, downtown. No mistaking it. Non-continuous squirts, short squirts dispersing, making up this big band of dispersed chemicals. Here in Asheville. I'll pan slowly. Here I am in downtown Asheville. Fun place to be. But they're spraying us like we're bugs. No doubt about it. Rick Miracle reporting. June 14th, about 1 p.m. The onslaught continues. You can watch them dumping stuff in the sky. And see what they have dumped recently. Non-continuous. And this line here will spread apart to be this long line right here, or this one right here. Splotches, dispersed chemicals that were sprayed from jets, as we can see live. Clouds over here. So the onslaught of dumping stuff in the sky continues. That's all dispersed chemicals powder, maybe biologicals, with the clouds coming through. And apparently doing something to cause it to be very, very hot out, 94 degrees. In June 14th in the mountains of North Carolina, that's unusual. So I suspect the sky spraying has something to do with it. Clouds over here, dispersed chemicals here, non-continuous lines. And you can see what happens when those thin lines spread out. This one's spreading out now. Go outside your house, look up and pay attention for a little while. You'll see. Well, the sky spraying continues. I'm not trying to obsess over this, but I look out the window and I say, what the heck? Just keeps on coming. No mistaking it. It appears to be blowing over from the west. As one can see. Turns into this stuff. Thick columns of chemicals, maybe biologicals. And more on its way this way. Rick Miracle reporting. And that's a cloud. See how puffy it is? Not stringy like this blowing apart. Quite obvious. Rick Miracle reporting. About 1:15.